All right, we went kind of round and round on this last case last time. It was filed as a demand for non-payment of rent. Mr. Burns was here previously. The file number is 251059. Once again, Attorney Daniel.
Okay, quick roll call. We've got attorneys, landlords, tenants, and even an observer who's just vibing with legal drama. Question for you all. If someone shows up but doesn't file an appearance, are they legally just people watching?
Landman is here. He's working on something else. And the owner, Mr. Newsom, is here. Meg Bauer is here as an observer. She's not filed an appearance in this case. Mr. Ellis is here. Talked at length to Mr. Ellis last time on June 20th. Stacy Perk logged in way later. Our hearing last week was at 10:45. It was like noon or later that Miss Perk logged in. The hearing had might have even been in the afternoon. And so I told her the matter was continued until today, and that the plaintiff was going to be asking for immediate possession of the premises. This is Unit 14. As I understand it, Mr. Ellis has vacated. I think Miss Perk has vacated. Mr. Ellis, is anybody in the property?
Well, she has her own apartment now, and I left months ago. I don't know how long ago exactly, but both of us have left. We still have stuff there, but mainly hers. Mine, I had some things in the shed.
Wait a second. We're talking about nearly $12,000 owed. And now, missing shutters too. It's not just a rental dispute. It's a whole side quest in property damage. The legal saga. If a tenant removes home fixtures, should that trigger a separate lawsuit? Drop your verdict in the comments.
And she took most of it somewhere to a storage. I don't really have very good contact with her. But I know she has her own place again, and I've been staying with my parents.
Don't tell me her address, but what town is it in?
I guess it's White Pigeon. It's on US 12. I know that much.
All right. Mr. Landman, what do your notes reflect in this matter?
Your Honor, the balance has not changed. It is still a total of $11,761.62. According to Mr. Burns's notes, when the matter was previously before you, you had indicated that you were going to allow Mr. Ellis some time to retrieve his belongings from the home, but that a judgment would likely be entered today, as there did not appear to be a triable issue. I would indicate that Mr. Newsom is prepared to testify that not only have apparently some belongings been removed from the home, but also some shutters have been removed and other items that were appurtenances to the home and are not the property of either of the tenants, which is probably a separate conversion issue to be tackled later on. But at this point, I think that there is no basis to not enter, lapsing into double negatives, a judgment for possession at this time. This balance is owed. There has not been a suggestion that the money isn't due. Apparently, this home is just being used for storage, and at this point, it's time to get everything out of there or have a court officer do the honors.
Yes, we had discussed an order for immediate possession. It isn't clear whether everything is out of there. Are you requesting that or simply willing to go with the 10 days?
My client would love immediate possession, Your Honor. I just don't know if there's a legal basis for it.
All right, we'll be cautious. Let's break down the numbers. 11,761 breaks down as how?
10,560 rent to retain, $977.87 additional money due, $223.75 in costs. And Mr. Newsom can expand on any or all of that.
No
I'd like
need.
to, I'd like to add some things too, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead.
Well, for first of all, if you look at the app folio, there was a work order submitted for the water heater in December, and there was no working plumbing, no working sewage, no working heat, and no working hot water since then. So I don't see how the place.
Just like that, the gavel drops. A judgment is coming. But not so fast. If the tenant doesn't want to stay, does that $11K even matter? The court seems to say no. For now, real talk. Should unpaid rent still be collected if the living conditions were borderline unlivable?
Was inhabitable, and it started growing a green mold in the back all over the walls. There was like a black mold around my bed and under my bed, and there was like a white fungus or something growing on like the clothes on the floor. I noticed.
All right, well, let's talk about
So
that.
I
That's
don't
sort
know.
of
I don't
relevant.
well,
Mr.
see,
Ellis, Mr.
yeah,
Ellis, you're gone. She's gone. They're not
right.
asking, you're not gonna pay this money, because you don't want to stay there. So
No,
if they
well,
do
I
file,
tried. I
stop,
tried to work
stop,
it out.
stop, stop. Please stop
Okay,
interrupting.
sure,
This is my
sure.
turn to talk.
Okay.
Part of it's because I can't see you and you can't see me and you're
Oh,
not
you
here.
can't? You can't see
Well, I
me?
just see a little postage stamp of your head, but it's not animated. It's just your screenshot.
Oh,
Uh, at any
hmm.
rate, we don't need to worry about that at this point. If they sue you for money damages for rent, then we'll discuss that. Should rent be abated because there was no heat, no plumbing, no water? This
Right.
premises is uninhabitable from your position, and it's not being inhabited. Well, you haven't got your stuff out of there, so
Well,
you're gonna get
my stuff has been out, but it's her stuff, and I might have a few things there,
all
like
right, well, I told her and I told you that she should immediately get her stuff out of there. And as Mr. Landman said, I'm not sure I have a legal basis to do immediate possession. So we've waited this long, I guess we wait 7 more days. That amount is due by 7/7/25, and the appeal date is 7/7/25.
Whoa. Mold in 3 colors? No heat, no plumbing, and no water. Sounds less like a home and more like a haunted science experiment. This raises a serious question. Can rent be legally enforced if the unit is uninhabitable? Let's break it down after this segment.
Mr. Landman will submit a judgment.
what amount is due?
11,761.62.
If you
But
want to stay.
oh no, well no, I see. I
All
wanted
right,
to
stop,
say
stop,
I
stop, 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 stop. I just explained it. You don't have to pay that. You have to pay it if you wish to stay there. You don't
right.
wish to stay there. So you
Okay.
don't need to do
Well,
anything except get your stuff out of there. Now,
okay.
if they sue you for money damages, then we'll talk about um, who owes who how much money. Now, if there is a security deposit, he can apply that to any unpaid rent or damage. But at this point, we'll show a judgment after hearing as to Mr. Ellis and a default as to Angel Perk.
I was told the DHS would help me once I got a court date because I haven't worked since like
All right,
2013.
okay, you're not gonna move back in there no matter what happens. And DHS isn't gonna give you $11,000 to move back into an inhabitable trailer. So you just need to look for another place to live. And if they don't sue you for money damages, this matter's over with. If they do sue you for money damages, we'll have a hearing and take testimony under oath regarding that.
Okay.
So at this point, if you got anything that you think is a value that is there, you need to go get it. But this place,
Eviction countdown, July 7th. TikTok. Whether it's clean up your stuff or wait to be sued. It's a legal chess match now, and if DHS or legal aid can't help, who actually can? This is where civil justice and real life hardship collide.
is going to be subject to eviction. They'll just take possession of it after July 7th.
Judge, I'm happy to consult Mr. Alex.
All right. I don't know that they need to consult about, but
Explain the process.
all right. Regarding what?
Just explain the process. We do
Oh.
that all the time.
All right. Do you wish to talk to the attorney from legal aid?
Me?
Yes.
So what would DHS help me with another place?
No, they won't. So they just repeat what I just told you. So no, they won't. So
Okay,
DHS
well,
would, but legal aid isn't involved in the housing business.
I've offered to work it out several times, but Angel's already got her own place now, so that's kind of impossible without her. And I had told Jason that I was willing to, clean the place up, but all her stuff is still there, or it was there. I don't know. I can't. I don't have transportation, and there was no power or anything, so it was kind of hard to do
As I
anything.
said, at this point, you don't need to do anything except wait unless they file a lawsuit against you for money damages. So good
Right.
luck to you, Mr. Ellis.
Okay, so
All right.
that's it.
That's it.
All right. Okay, thank you, sir.
And that's a wrap. The lawyer emails the judgment, the judge logs off, and we're left wondering, is this justice, bureaucracy, or both? Courtroom drama meets real life chaos, and you were here for every twist. What would you have ruled?
All right, Mr. Lamb, I'll await that judgment too.
I will submit that judgment by email as well, Your Honor. I think that covers our cases. Have a wonderful weekend. Meg, take care. I did try to get back to you. Don't accuse me of ignoring you.
I didn't. I won't.
All right,
I'll
she
talk to you
has
soon.
11,000 voicemails, so she's gonna clear her voice box out. All right, so Mr. Newsom, thank you. Maybe we'll get things squared away here. Meg, you're good to go. I've got a damage hearing. And Mr. Lamb, I'll see you next time.
Take care.